misled the House when he stated that when he brought a motion back in '96 against Kaparo, that he did not give any grounds or any reasons for the removal, for the censure. And I have that answered here in front of me, and it is clear that he gave grounds. So it's a travesty, and it is just immoral that we have a motion in this House here today to remove the very distinguished Senator, Professor Kindiki, without having any grounds. It's also very clear from the standing orders, Mr. Speaker. The Standing Order 96, paragraph 4, no senator shall impute improper motive or any other senator or to a member of the National Assembly except upon a specific substantive motion of which at least 3 days' notice has been given, calling in question the conduct of that senator or member of the Assembly. It's very clear here what we are doing. We are moving forward with the removal of the Deputy Speaker of this House. So it was imperative and important that the motion that was brought here today by the Senator from Murang'a have the grounds for removal. And as I stated earlier, when Senator Orengo did his to Kaparo, he stated, he had on the motion that the rulings Kaparo had made were in error. So it's inaccurate and improper to say that you can just bring a motion, Mr. Speaker, to remove the Deputy Speaker without any grounds. So I really needed that for the record, because we have become a House that's just a useless House, if I may use the word, but I know they will jump with standing orders. Okay, let me rephrase it.
Yeah, yes, Senator Susan.
We have become a House that is controlled from other chambers, from other areas, from other places. And the most unfortunate thing is, myself growing up, some of the senators that I looked up to, who were the defenders of human rights and other things in this country, are now the ones that are presiding or helping move this madness forward, where you can have the removal of a very competent Deputy Speaker without any reasons. But anyway, I'm sure you all will do whatever you will do. You will vote whichever way you will vote, because you carry brief for whoever you carry brief for. But I stand here today to say that some of us, whether we are 2 or 5 or 10, we shall continue to fight on, and we shall not allow the dictatorship that this country is quickly just becoming a dictatorship. And unfortunately, Senator Orengo, you fought so many battles to get away from that. But thanks to you, we are quickly moving that direction. But it is okay. Maybe we shall have the third, maybe we shall move forward, and we shall be the ones to now lead this next part, in not just being part of the axis of evil that is happening here today. It also says a lot that as we call into question the competency, I don't know, because again, we had no grounds for this motion. I've heard the Senator of Murang'a make some, in his moving notes, talk about a few things here, and others who we thought were such defenders of democracy stand up and try to have him just proceed. And it is because most of you cannot look at yourselves in the mirror, and that is why you do not want to have any reasons as you remove this very competent man. You just are carrying brief, and that's okay. So, Mr. Speaker, sir, I oppose this motion.
There's a point of order.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Senator Kika doesn't have a seat to take, so today we'll offend the rules. Mr. Speaker.
No, I can't sit. You said I can't sit where it doesn't say sit.
Order, senators. Continue in these extraordinary times. I will allow her to stand.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Speaker, I understand the passion and the manner in which Senator Kika is speaking. But Mr. Speaker, this is a House of Rules, and certain things in our standing orders are being offended. Number one, when this House has been called useless, and the Senator has said that she's rephrasing it, actually what should be done is withdrawing, because it cannot remain on the record of this House that a Senator has expressed the uselessness of where she sits, because that speaks to many things. Number two, Mr. Speaker, when imputing improper motive by saying that the senators here who are leading this country into dictatorship and the senators here actually were part of the axis of evil, Mr. Speaker, that also goes against our standing orders in imputing improper motive on colleagues. Mr. Speaker, while we allow the passionate expression of heart and whatever might be coming out, I urge you to ask that those words are withdrawn, because they will forever remain on the record of this House. But her opinions are rightfully her opinions, and she can express them, Mr. Speaker. I ask that you rule that our rules are followed with respect to those two issues that she has done.
I leave her to her conscience, because she serves this House. She's a member of this House, and she knows what. I leave it to her conscience. That's all that I can say. So, go.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. So anyway, as we leave here today, whatever the decision that we shall make as a House, I oppose this motion. And let me say,